Calling all animal lovers. Have you ever heard of fostering and adopting animals? Did you know that you can foster and adopt cats and dogs? You can make a difference in the life of many animals in your area. Let's learn how you can turn your home into an animal heaven. My goal is to inform my audience of the ways to get involved with fostering and adopting animals. Go take a walk through your local shelter and just imagine what you might see. For decades, animals have been picked up by animal control, sent to the shelter, and many times they are euthanized. It has been within the last 10 years that fostering and adopting animals has gained popularity. Because of fostering and adopting, this removes the animals from the pound, provides them temporary housing until they can become adopted, and it also keeps them from being euthanized. B. Wagman said, "There are no readily available accurate numbers of animals in the foster care system nationwide at any time, or even on an annual basis. But it is sure to rank in the tens of thousands and probably much higher than that." Who can't resist the cute faces and the sweet eyes of a cuddly cat or dog? Imagine seeing them in the pound, behind the cages, no way to get out, no way to play. There are ways to get involved with fostering and adopting of animals. Many animal shelters and veterinarians have volunteers. Because most of the time it is a volunteer program, these individuals do not get paid to house animals. You can become a foster parent or you can adopt by going through an application process. Most of the time a background check is run and references are checked. From personal experience, I have housed many animals, mainly cats and dogs. Mainly cats. And to open your home to an animal, you must have an efficient amount of food. If you have cats, there must be 1 litter box for every 2 cats. You should have on hand flea and worming medicines, kitten and puppy formula and bottles in case you need to nurse, plenty of towels, small blankets, and if you plan on hosting a large breed dog, make sure that you have a large fenced-in home so that they may get out and play and exercise. The most important thing when fostering and adopting animals is that you have the time to tend to them and care for them and have the patience to help them adapt to your home. The difference between fostering and adopting animals is when you foster an animal, it is only temporary housing. To adopt is permanent. When you adopt, you are signing on for a lifelong commitment to this animal. It is not a time to adopt the animal and then a year later hand them to someone else. So when deciding on adopting an animal, first you must consider whether or not you want to keep them lifelong. Because of fostering and adopting, this has caused a decrease in the stray population and the animals that have to be euthanized. Fostering and adopting is beneficial for not only the animal, but for our community. The animals are provided homes, and this shows a decrease in the strays, in the shelter population, and the animals that have to be euthanized. Strays can carry many diseases. Some are spread to other animals and rarely can spread to humans. Fostering and adopting can decrease this as well. One main reason for fostering and adopting is to prevent euthanasia. An animal shelter will put to sleep any animal that has overstayed their welcome and the shelter gets too full. Opening your home will prevent death. You can make a difference in the life of an animal by being a foster home or adopting. When fostering and adopting became an option, it provided benefits for the strays in the community, and it provided benefits for our community. They were no longer needed to be put in a shelter. They could be put in a temporary home until they were adopted. And when we get involved, it helps to reduce the animals that must lose their lives because they can no longer be housed in a shelter. With the information I have provided, you should have sufficient resources in how to go about fostering and adopting. Because of what I have presented, does it not make you want to go to your nearest shelter and find out how you can get involved with fostering and adopting animals? Take this information and turn your home into an animal heaven.